Having space to move around and not trip over stuff is amazing. Let's go and sort these fish out.
Just absolutely amazing, look at that. Big fail so far is the black paint on the floor.
Walk with me, talk with me, let's go outside. 2 polytunnels, 80 foot long by 20 foot wide.
There's some real quality amongst them.
We've only got 2 more imports from Japan now before the summer's done. Hello, welcome back to My Boy's Koi. So, for the first time in what feels like a long time, I've actually got a bit of time. That was a lot of time saying time, but yeah, I've actually got a bit of time. So I'm going to bowl some fish up. I'm going to have a little look, close look on some of the fish we've got here, because now they're spread out a little bit, and that's also what I'm going to be talking about in this video, because water is king. So yeah, but now they're spread out a little bit, I'm really getting to enjoy some of the fish that we bought here, and obviously we buy them. I buy what I like to buy. I choose the fish, and then they go in ponds, and they go in with sometimes hundreds of other fish, and you sort of get lost in amongst it all. And having more water space, yeah, it's allowing to show a few more bits to them, and a few of them that are standing out to me. So we're going to get some in a bowl and have a proper little look through them. We're also going to be talking about adding more water, because as much as I could probably do with a little bit of a break, I can't allow myself to. It's just not in my nature. So we're going to be sorting out some more water. But one of the big things that I'm really enjoying at the moment is space. Having space to move around and not trip over stuff is amazing. Let's go and sort these fish out.
Can you tell what they are? Does anyone know what they are? These are Kimatsube from Mano. So, a little bit of a rarer one, as in you don't see too many of them. Most of them lately have been from Taniguchi's Golden Corn line, but these are actual Kimatsube, bred as Kimatsube. I absolutely love them. Look at this. Look at the fucking. When you pull them up a little bit closer, proper koi appreciation. I adore these things. Look at the fucking on that. Unbelievable. They've got like this green, almost goes into a grey with the scalation is. Just absolutely amazing. Look at that. So the first koi up, these are 38 to 40 cm Mano Kimatsube. Unbelievable, exceptional bodies, great colours, great fukurin. I'm a big fan of them. I was so glad to get them, and these are the last 3 that I've got. Right, so here we've got some Kobayashi Aragoki. Look at that, unbelievable. And there's another one in here. These are both a Chiba, but this one is Ginrin Aragoki. Absolutely amazing, look at that. Wow. So we're going to get back to looking at some fish in a minute, but I just thought to take a moment and talk about the unit a little bit, because it is very exciting and lots is happening, and having space. Like right now I'm sat in the office, not finished. There's loads of jobs to finish, lots and lots, going to take a long time, but the fish are looking good. The fish seem to have more space, but they have got more space here, and there's more ponds getting built all the time, which we're going to go and talk about that in a moment, because I put up the other day on Facebook about putting a big centre pond in the middle of that room, and I just need to figure out the filtration, but I think that'll be a good shout. I think a nice big pond in the middle of that room, quite low to the ground, more of a Tosai pond, small Nisai, but it just seems a waste. We'll go and have a look at that in a moment and see what we think. So we're going to be building some big growing ponds outside. There's going to be tunnels or koi houses outside. Still undecided on the best way to do that. There's loads and loads going on, but we're going to look at more fish as well. So if you're interested in the fish, stick around. Hit the like and subscribe if you're not already. It does help push the channel out. Channel's doing very, very well at the moment. I want to keep it that way, so yeah, hit that like for me and help me push it out. Big fail so far is the black paint on the floor. As you can see, it doesn't stay black. No matter how many times you paint it, it's only black when it's wet. So bit of a nightmare, but everyone's commented said I'm overthinking it. It doesn't look that bad. I'm not particularly a fan. Need to do something about it. But in this space here, I don't know where to put a pond. Originally, I was leaving it empty because I want loads of space near. I do want loads of space near, so I still won't take every inch. Definitely not what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to suck every inch out the place. You've got loads of room outside. We don't need to. But I'm thinking some sort of pond. People are saying a big round glass pond. I think a pond that's in keeping with these, with windows and wood, quite low down, about 700, 800 mil ice. You can still see the ponds, which are just over a metre, including the copings. Would look quite nice, so it'd be a bit lower, but you'd still see all the ponds around it and the windows around it. I think that'd be pretty smart. So that is on the agenda, to come up with a plan for this. And filtration, I don't really want to start cutting into the ground, so I need to figure out filtration, but it can be done. Walk with me, talk with me, let's go outside and see where my head's at out here, right? Because quite like the gazebo, might build something similar to like a big pergola. So we've got all this space. Now if you're here on the event there, you can see how actually big this yard is. The camera never does justice. This is a very big space. It's big enough to put 2 polytunnels, 80 foot long by 20 foot each wide, which would be 40 foot in total. It's a massive space. What I'm thinking of doing in the short term is building some long ponds along here, right along this space. I hope you're starting to get the gist of how big this space actually is. If you look at these fence panels, each one of them 8 foot across. Big long ponds along this side here. The bigger plan is polytunnels or koi houses, which I'm still not fully decided on, because I would rather have koi houses. Everyone keeps telling me don't just do polytunnels, it's going to be easier. Don't always go for the easy option, do I? So I think koi houses is what's on the top of my head. I can't get it out of my head. Keep looking at the Japanese stuff and seeing what they're doing and thinking, oh, we could build them. And the actual polytunnels are quite expensive, so I reckon we could build it for around the same price as buying polytunnels and getting them fitted by the companies, which I would like to do if we're going to go for polytunnels, because I don't want to fit it ourselves and it blow away. Not about that. So guys, these are what's left over from our growing show, but if you can see them, there's some real quality amongst them. There's some beautiful fish in there, so I'm quite tempted to build one of these new big ponds and stick a load of these in them and put a bit of size on them and seeing what we can achieve with the leftovers, the cast-offs if you like, the ones that didn't get picked. Got some Dainichi Krashigoi in here. Enjoying the food, and also not a massive pond, but it's 1700 litres including the easy pod, and we just got so much more space than we did have before. Glare on the water is quite hard to see, but some stunning fish in there, really good bright fish. And then in here we've got Otsuka Akamatsuba, Otsuka Kimatsuba, Otsuka Krashigoi, Gimrin Krashigoi, then we've got some Yamazan bits in there as well. Really beautiful bright fish, lovely, really nice. On this side, 30 to 35 cm. Most of them, the odd one might be bigger, but around that size. So guys, I hope you're enjoying the video so far. I'm going to ask you once again to hit the like and subscribe. It does help push the channel out, it helps me, blah, 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 blah. All that good stuff, but it does honestly help the channel, so thank you. Please do subscribe, hit the like and all that good stuff. So, there's big plans moving forward and there's a lot to be done. Definitely going to be putting a pond in the centre of this floor. I think I'm adamant about that, but not yet. Because the koi houses, the quarantine facility, the growing on facility is all going to come first. I am still unsure about doing this for the best way. I keep searching the internet, looking at other koi dealers, looking at Japan, and trying to see who's got the best setup and what is the best way to do it. And I'll be honest, none of them really massively impressed me. I think not great use of the space, too claustrophobic, ram too much into one space. I like space, I want to be able to move around without tripping and falling over. I said that before. You know, that's important to me. I want enough space. I also want enough filtration. I want big filtration. I want to be able to expand filtration in the future, depending on whether we need to, or more money, or whatever it may be. I want to have enough space to be able to grow. So there's definitely got to be a koi house, but for right now, I'm going to start building some outdoor ponds. Now I'm going to do these ones out to sleepers. I'm not going to talk too much about it because you'll see it in the video, but I'm going to do them out to sleepers, and I'm going to go back to my old mates, the cheap liners. Now the reason I'm doing that, as much as I begrudge them cheap liners, and I really do, essentially if I don't like the design, it's no big deal to rip it all down and start again without being £2,000-3,000 into liners. So obviously we're doing a lot of fiberglass. We're going to have a lot of fiberglass vats, as you've seen what we started. We're going to be doing a lot more of them.
But again, I just want to sort of get the size. I also want to be done fairly quick, because we've only got 2 more imports from Japan now before the summer's done. So I want to get as many ponds as we can build them with fish, and then work backwards to build bigger, better ponds. So I've been talking also as well about the filtration and whatever else and going on and cycling the ponds. It takes a moment, it really does. That big pond, now the fish look amazing, they really do. They're swimming around, they look great, they're eating, everything's good. But there's a white mist on the water. These 2 nexuses here, the nexus I already had, so they were semi-cycled. The media was a bit worn in, a little bit yellowish, already sinking. The nexus on the end, which is the 320 Ti for the big pond, is brand spanking new. So we're having to go through the full cycle with that. No little bits of head start. It's a pain, but we'll get there. Them ponds are going to go down this strip. That's going to be the start. I'm going to build some sleeper ponds right down this strip before I decide what we're doing about building greenhouses, koi houses, polytunnels in that space there. I said earlier on, this is a massive yard. It really is a massive yard. Probably just doesn't look it on the camera. We probably will not need that many ponds in the near year or 2. You know, the next year or 2. We probably won't need it. It's a massive space, to be honest. We could probably put 50, 60 ponds out there. And as much as I'd like to say we need that, we probably don't. So if I can build half a dozen in the next month or so, and then we've got the rest of the year then to start building the koi houses and do them properly, and then we can have some proper grow on for winter, quarantine space ready for winter for September, October, start importing again, which is terrifying, isn't it? I'm already talking about winter. I want to enjoy summer. But anyway, guys, I hope you're enjoying what we're doing. I hope you're enjoying everything that's happening, the build, the fish and everything else, and the journey and what I'm trying to achieve. It's a big process. It's about £100,000 spend overall estimated, and it's not an easy feat. It really isn't easy, but I do appreciate all the likes we're getting, all the comments we're getting, all the Facebook interactions that we're getting. It does mean the world, and it does help spur me on, so please do that and keep doing that. And apart from that, guys, I'm going to catch you all next week, so I hope you enjoyed the video. See you next week.